We are back in North Georgia on a beautiful winter day. I'm here with my good buddy Terry Wilson to review his new remodel on the river. From what this was, probably back in 2020 when you bought it, right?
Yep, middle of 2020. And work started about February of last year.
And it's work on a 55-year-old home, which, to be honest, when you first bought it, this was probably one of the worst homes I've seen. But to see this remodel is truly fantastic. And that's what we're about to just go walk through. So come with us. Now, if I recall, this was all the garage, right?
A garage right here, and yeah, and then the front door was
The front door
that
was
way,
on around.
and you had a screened-in deck over here.
And a screened-in
front.
deck. Unreal. Wow, I cannot get over.
Look at this.
This has got to be 16 by 16. I mean, this is insane.
Yeah,
And from what it was, wasn't the garage door like right here?
Yeah, you came in through the garage door to get into the house, and that was right
and
here.
Step up into what was the kitchen, correct? Unreal.
It's all been blown out, and
Well, I'm gonna let me in.
come on in.
Oh my goodness, Terry. This is unreal.
Yes.
Unbelievable. From this being the garage and the old kitchen, we got to find, where's Mr. Sumner? Is he here today?
Hey, Keith, are you here?
Keith, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing a final walkthrough punch list for Mr. Wilson.
I got to tell you, shocking. This is shocking.
Thank you.
I thought I said at one of the other, your home on the lake may have been your best work. I don't know, this is coming up the list quickly. I can't believe all the things you've done to this.
I think this one's a little more of a remarkable change. I had a little more to work with on the other one, I guess. What did you call this earlier? A piece of?
It was probably the most run-down, poor property you've ever purchased.
Yeah, and thank God Terry bought it instead of me. And this was a lot of fun. We're getting there. We're almost done. I guess you noticed we finished the driveway earlier. But,
You're down to the absolute final touches. That was the garage. This was the kitchen, right? And then you go down to a bedroom, and we'll get to that, I guess, in a minute.
And a garage or
a workshop or whatever.
Something.
That's right.
I don't.
So this is the same footprint. This is the walls. This is what it was.
This is it. I mean, we added no square footage to this home. Where the patio's at is actually the old deck. We did do a little work on the roof structure, but
To have go that high, that's got to be what, 25 feet?
22.
22
22 feet
Did
to
you
the top
measure?
of that ceiling. Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
I mean,
well, it's 22.
What a change this has given to what's now the new patio, outdoor kitchen, but to have all that natural light coming in here, it's total change from what this was.
Well, Terry bought the property obviously for the river. We're actually as close to the river probably as we can be. We're probably 55, 60 feet, which I think the code's probably 50 feet. So
Well, you didn't change the footprint. So
didn't change it, and I actually didn't get any closer. So
Yeah.
whoever built it originally, they did a nice job putting it, siding the house in on this particular lot. So.
And the fact that the river today is like crystal clear, you can see the bottom.
bottom.
This is just unreal.
Well, it's definitely a special piece of property, no doubt about it.
So Keith, upon walking into this particular part of the kitchen, I think this is the first time I've seen you use two islands. Most of it's been, an island of nice size, and you're shifting the sinks now to one side. What drove all this?
I've just seen this several times, and I really, I never could convince a customer to let me do it. The other houses I've had where I could do it on my own, it just didn't fit. Right. Terry kind of gave me free reign to do what I wanted to do, and I had room to do it. So I just wanted to try it, and I got to try it on his money.
Yeah, so Terry, I mean, I'm assuming you're going to have 15 to 20 people could be just right here. Which is terrific.
Well, as we go through the rest of the house, you'll see that there's an outdoor part area that's just as big as this. And so in the nice weather, you can be inside and outside. And when it's not so nice weather, everybody can fit in
right here.
Easily.
And then also, Keith, I feel like you're getting a signature thing going for yourself with the pantries. And
You know, it just adds a lot of storage space, and I guess the big thing I like about the pantries is it allows me to stick the microwave in there,
Yeah.
and they're so unattractive.
Right.
But they are necessary, and it just gives me an extra place to put some dishes and things like that.
So that was something else too. I noticed I'm going to help you go shopping to go buy stuff, because between cabinet space in there, all this is cabinets
It is.
all the way
All the
through
way.
here.
Yep.
I mean, and then the other concept you've moved to is all drawers on that side, which
Such a space saver.
Yeah,
You know.
awesome.
And having built and sold multiple houses of my own, you know, I keep redesigning the kitchens, and you know, I just can't get away from the drawers. They're such a space saver.
that's fantastic. I also noticed, you know, above the counter with the drawers and all that, you're now using a lot more steel, seems to be, in the last couple of projects.
These steel beams, they're pretty old. They came out of an old elementary school in McKaysville, which was probably built in the 40s. If you look at the beams, you can tell they're really, really old, which gives me a rustic feel, but you know, it gives me an industrial feel as well. So the I-beam over the stove, and then the lights, and the mantle is
Above the fireplace.
All of this came out of the old elementary school, but.
Yeah, and I never knew. Is this the first time you used this kind of steel for your light fixtures?
It is. It is the first time. So, like I say, Terry gave me. He gave me.
So one Wilson gets a lot of the new accessories that kind of go with the time, and the other Wilson is like already way outdated.
You know, he really is pretty outdated. So it's time for almost an overhaul. And you know, if you could allow me the same kind of budget as this Wilson did, I mean, the opportunities are unlimited over at
I think
603 Prince.
I need to do some more writing of checks to Keith, don't I?
I'm thinking that would probably help. It helped me anyway.
Now I also noticed you chose to use Viking refrigerator stove, right? What drove that decision?
Viking is some of the best appliances out there, and they're gorgeous. They match this place perfectly. And when you have a house like this, you want to stay on the upper scale, have all your appliances match what's been created.
Wow, I love it. I mean, the whole thing looks good. 6-burner gas range. That's awesome. Okay, then out of the rest of the room, I'm looking at the things that really pop. I don't know if that's metal or is that just wood going up the chimney?
It's metal. We just wanted to try to blend a little more of a modern feel with the rustic. So
This belongs on the front cover of a magazine for sure. Wow. You know, you're very lucky. I can't wait to have a party here.
That's what this place is going to be about, being social.
Yeah, why not? We can get 60 people in here easy.
And when are we going to have a party, Terry, by the way?
Before the end of the year.
Okay.
Before the end of the year, we're in here. So the plan is, you got a punch list going, I guess.
I do have
That's
a
what you're
little
doing
punch
here.
list, and Terry and I have not even talked about it. I don't know, he may or may not even want to hear what I'm still thinking, and that I owe him.
So your punch list, knock that out, and you're moving in.
I might try to stay here Saturday night for the first time. Yeah, just kind of break the place in. Internet coming in tomorrow, and so that's really the key. And get that in here, and then just start, you know, getting used to it. Living in a place like this, living in a museum.
I may crash with you. All right, so this is stunning, Keith and Terry. Let's check out the rest of the house real quick. Oh, wow, Terry. This is so nice.
Yeah,
Now,
it's
Keith,
awesome.
refresh my memory, because this wasn't vaulted in the original plan, or was it?
You know what?
I have to go back and...
I think it was.
Maybe it was.
Yeah. You know what? It may have been a truss roof, and I tore out the interior.
Yeah,
and maybe
that's sounding more like that.
reframed.
Yep.
To be honest with you, Ken, I can't remember. We've
so many
done quite
projects
a bit
going
of reframing, so I can't remember.
But what's standing out, this is going to be your room.
This is
your room, and the fact that you cleared out all that down there, the river stands out. It's stunning right there. And then I remember the balcony, the old rickety balcony, the one that you gifted to me, which I really appreciate that.
Are you enjoying it?
I think I burned it.
Okay.
But the light fixtures, and I got to tell you, what's standing out too, Terry, is like, who did your decorating?
Crystal Sumner did an amazing job with furnishing this, and I mean, this bed, for instance, is not something I ever would have picked out, and thank God that I wasn't in charge of that, because this has the rustic, as well as kind of the
classy.
Right, very classy,
Yep.
very welcoming feeling in here, and it just matches everything perfectly. I couldn't be happier with the selection she's made.
Just for everybody's information, Terry's in the market for a new girlfriend, so there you go.
You can cut that one out.
Sorry, I had to get you.
Another thing I think is becoming a Keith Sumner signature item is to put washer dryer in the closets.
Masters especially. I'm trying to make my master closets special with the different built-ins and the different drawers, and I'm trying to make them big enough to hold a nice laundry room as well. Just makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
The other thing I'm trying to do is every house, I want a laundry on each level. If it's a 3-level house, I want 3 laundries. If it's a 2-level house, I want 2 laundries. And,
Right.
and as you'll see, there's a hookup available in the basement.
Okay, so before we go to the next bedroom or to the lower level, I do want to make a quick comment, Keith, because the height of this room, now even coming down these steps and looking into the whole wall of glass, is just fantastic. What drove that?
You know, just trying to bring the river in and get as much light. I know you noticed as you walked up, we left a lot of the canopy out there, which makes this lot extremely dark. The stuff we did down on the riverbank, we only cleaned out the underbrush, and you can see it's just extremely dark. So you probably noticed that in this particular house, I'd done a lot less dark wood and done a lot more super light drywall.
Drywall, yeah.
Just
I love the contrast.
You know, it was a little bit of a struggle to try to figure out how we were going to lighten this house up, but because it was in just a dark hole.
Right.
So, I think we may have nailed it with the symmetry and just the window placements and the sliding doors.
Yeah,
things
I mean,
like that.
honestly, I'm not kidding. This place belongs on the front cover of a magazine. It is great. Well, let's check out the rest of the house.
All right.
Now we're in the lower level, master bedroom number 2.
Number 2.
Right? And if I recall, Keith, this was that old workshop with just a bunch of stuff and a flat roof and, right?
Actually, it had the vaulted roof.
Okay.
But it was just a workshop, and it was. I don't think there was any heating and air in here, and it was a nice workshop. It was large, as you can see. This bedroom's probably 16 by 18, and we were also able to get another nice bathroom and a really nice closet as well.
And the other thing too that I'm starting to, you're changing up, which I love. Obviously, the stone wall in a bedroom is becoming a lot more common from you, as well as now using the drywall mixed with darker beams gives it that pop. And I really love this.
Just going back to an earlier comment, just gave me a chance to lighten up the whole house.
Yeah.
So, we put a nice set of sliders there just to help bring in some more daylight into the room. And there was some small windows there and a couple of small windows back there.
Yeah.
So as I lost the 2 windows there, I felt like I needed to gain some light with the sliders.
I love it. I mean, and the fact that the river is right there. So this is actually my bedroom when I come to
This
stay,
is.
right?
That's
Yeah,
right.
This is my bedroom. Appreciate this.
Well, so I guess I get the next bedroom. It's probably not too shabby, but maybe you guys get a chance to take a look at that. too.
Take a look at master bedroom number 3.
Yep.
Well, the most exciting part, I think, for me is going to be where we're headed. The outdoor space, right?
We'll be spending most of my time.
Yes. And some of that design is actually by this Wilson. This is going to be my favorite spot.
Yes.
I mean, this turned out incredible. Refresh my memory. I think this was the old screen-in porch.
It was.
Rickety thing. And I really can't even remember what was up above. I guess you saw the old deck. And you have totally, obviously, raised the roof, so to speak, and created a monster outdoor space.
The patio sitting exactly where the deck was. And like I say, I raised the roof and we put in the little small toothpick post. And,
Yeah, another 16 by 16.
16 by 16. I think these are 16 foot tall as well.
Unreal.
We changed the elevation just a little bit. This dirt was here, so it was very easy just to shift it around after we got the patio in, and it gave us a chance to set our post and fix the roof. The roof was actually in really bad shape, so it, I just kind of tore it apart and,
Redid all this. So you've built an outdoor kitchen right outside the indoor kitchen, and then you started to go towards this countertop of concrete.
Yeah, if you remember, in my house, I did the concrete countertops in the basement, and they're just so easy to keep clean, and they're really indestructible. And after we've done several now, my guys their skill level is much better now than they were in my house, and they're just doing a really nice job of those. And they're not super expensive, and it's a real high quality look.
And again, back to what he's done in the past versus what he's doing today.
Well, this one's
Smoker,
actually better than
sink.
it's better than mine.
Burner, grill, I know. Everything's up front, easy to get to.
That's right.
Piece of cake. But no, Terry, you're going to love this. And I think I heard you say you've not used the green egg a whole lot,
The
but
sink is the only thing there I know how to use. So I've got some learning to do. But I think, with enough meat,
I'll stay over
time,
enough to help
we can
you.
figure it out.
That won't be a problem.
Yeah, you spend a lot of money on ruining several fillets and different salmon and things like that. So the more money you spend, the better cook you'll be.
We'll have some fun. Okay, so Keith, another fire pit, correct?
Correct.
With the seating area. I love the fact that you're going to be able to sit here on a colder day, Terry, and stare at that river.
Right at the river.
This will be incredible. So then what's the plan for the rest of the space here?
I'm going to do 4 super rustic high hat pub tables, and I'm hoping to get 7 or 8 bar stools in front of the bar.
Okay. So then the bar stool's there, the liquor and everything is back there. My favorite part, 2 TVs. I'm spending every Saturday next fall right here at a pub table or a stool. But the fact you got 2 TVs in there is actually my idea.
That is your idea. It is absolutely your idea.
Actually, a lot of this is my idea.
Every now and then you will come up
with something every once in a while.
Well, you're learning.
Every user out there gets
right.
experience.
That's exactly right.
Okay, so then you've put in another huge chandelier,
Right.
which I love. And then, so pretty much if I was 22 feet, I'm sitting here 23 feet up.
Probably.
You can fit another 50 people out here easily.
Oh, I would think so. So we're going to have 100 people party, Terry?
Well, I got 2 friends. That's you guys. And you guys got some friends.
Yeah, I got
and
a
if they
couple.
have some friends, I think we can get 40 or 50 people out
we
here.
have a heck of a party.
Yeah.
All I
Okay.
care about is I got a place to sleep. Well, actually, in a bar stool.
I want the end bar still.
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and
that's
put my
more
name on
important.
that one. Yeah.
The other thing I noticed too, this being the bar, you put a lot more drawers in to store things like TV remotes, all that stuff. And I love this concept. This whole cooler, we're gonna fill this puppy,
Coca-Cola.
That's going to be great. Well, what's unbelievable to me is that back in February last year, we were in downtown Blue Ridge having dinner, and you grabbed the napkin at the bar and drew this place out. This is the high quality plan you did receive as the new homeowner too, right? So I'll be sure that you get this.
At no charge.
At no charge. The artistry is incredible. But in all seriousness though, what I find unbelievable is that what this place was You give him the free will to just change it up. You even changed the drawing up after the fact along the way to then create this, because that's this view.
You know, I really feel like, you know, there's so much detail in this that it just gave Terry such a level of confidence that he was just, he was able to just hand me the checkbook.
It's incredible. Well, and I look at
really
this and I
now.
knew
I
you
mean,
went
for
to
real.
school to be an architect. It's
Obviously,
amazing.
It's really amazing what you can do if you have a good plan.
Well, then, what I find funny is then 3 weeks later we're downtown at another restaurant, and you redid this revisions for the front
Absolutely.
elevation.
Yep.
And that you pretty much stuck to, which is kind of unusual for you.
It really was.
All joking aside with the detailed drawings of yours, I still can't get over the fact the change, the artistry behind this, and Terry, your willingness to just let Keith work his own magic.
So for the last 10 or 15 years, I've been going around with Keith and visiting the houses that he's been working on. I've seen 20 or 30 or more homes, and some of the houses were, you know, specs that he had a lot more room to work with. Others were custom, installing, you know, what the owner wanted. And the whole time I'm thinking, I've never seen anything like this. Keith is an artist. If I ever get an opportunity to have Keith construct a house for me, I'm turning him loose. I'm going to let his vision run with it and dictate what the house is about. And I'm glad I did, because this is amazing.
Oh, it truly is. And I've done 5 projects with you, and I couldn't agree more. It's like, just let Keith do his thing and not get involved, you know. They end up with something like this, you know, which is fantastic. So.
Well, I certainly appreciate the opportunity, and it's just been a lot of fun. You let me have fun, and you let me do my job, and it's very rewarding to me to get to share my ideas, and actually it really helps the homeowner at the end of the day, because, you know, to be trusted is one thing, but then it puts me into the position where I have to be trustworthy. And hopefully, as you look through your house, hopefully I've made you proud.
It's a formula that works.
Well, and the best part of it too is that you've been able to get the chance to work with the 2 Wilsons. That's incredibly important.
I'm just a lucky guy. That's all I
Yes,
can
you
say.
are. All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the tour. For more information on Keith, feel free to go to keithsumnerhomes.com. All of his contact information is there, and we can leave a message and get a hold of him. This is what you get. It's unbelievable.